विनायक नमस्तुभ्यं सततं मोदक प्रिय निर्विघ्नं कुरु नो देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारंभं करिष्यामः सिद्धिर्भवतु नो सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसंपदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयं सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुमरविन्ददलायताक्षं रामं निशाचर विनाशकरं नमामि। श्रीरघुराम चारुतुलसीदलधाम समक्षमादिशृङ्गारगुणाभिराम त्रिजगन्नुतशौर्यरमाललाम दुर्वारुकबन्धराक्षसविराम जगज्जनकल्मषार्णवोत्तारकनाम भद्रगिरिदाशरथी करुणापयोनिधि। आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वञ्च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। अद्यतन पंचांगम मार्च 12th 2022 प्लवनाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे शशिऋतौ फाल्गुन मासे शुक्लपक्षे दशमी तिथि till 11:51 PM स्थिरवासरः आर्द्रा नक्षत्रम till 7:02. I think by now Ardra is over. So right now we are in Punarvasu Nakshatram. Punarvasu Nakshatram, Ramas Nakshatram, studying Ramayanam. Saubhagya Yoga till 5:25 PM, followed by Shobhana Yoga. Taitala Karanam till 10:47 AM, followed by Gara Karanam till 11:51, ending with the Tithi, followed by Vanik Karanam. Sarvebhyah Suprabhatam. So 60-second sarga. Can anyone recap?
देवेन्द्रः शुनशेपं दीर्घायुः आशीर्वचनं दत्तवान्। विश्वामित्रः अपि पुष्करतीर्थे तपस्या कर्तुं प्रस्थितवान्।
विश्वामित्रोऽपि धर्मात्मा भूयस्तेऽपि महातपाः पुष्करेषु नरश्रेष्ठ दशवर्ष शतानि च. That's where the 60-second sarga. So we said Vishwamitra has been getting several interruptions, but he has been continuing his aim of getting that Brahmarshitvam, Brahmatvam. So for that, Punaha Tepe, he again started continuing doing Dasha Varsha Shatanicha, another 1,000 years of tapas. Atha Trishashtitamas Sargaha.
Trishashtitamas Sargaha.
Purne Varsha Sahasretu.
Purne Varshe Sahasretu.
Vratasnanam Mahamunim.
Vratasnatam Mahamunim.
Vratasnatam Mahamunim. Abhyagachan Suras Sarve.
Abhyagachan Suras Sarve.
Tapah Phalachikir Shavaha.
Tapah Phalachikir Shavaha.
So Purne Varsha Sahasretu. And how is this starting? The way Bhashya says is Putra Vishaya Krura Shapa Danena Krodha Nirjaya Bhavat Na Brahmarshitva Siddhir Ityaha Trishashtitame Purne Ityadi.
Mhm.
So Brahmarshitvam he didn't get. Why?
Because
It is because they are saying Putra Vishaya Krura Shapadanena. Because he gives very Krura Shapa to Vasishta's sons, saying you will all become, dog meat eaters, etc. You will go to unfertile lands, etc. Right? So because of that, he did not get iti. That will be proven in this sarga. Iti purna ityadi. Whatever are the next slokas in this sarga, the context being set for that is how Vishwamitra did not, or he didn't, his cursing was not good, is essentially what is being talked about here. So Purne Varsha Sahasretu Vratasnatam Mahamunihi. So after completing or after performing it for thousands of years or complete 1,000 years, then Suras Sarve, all gods also were looking, oh, now what? Brahma already appeared some multiple times. Now what? So all Suraha Sarve Phala Chikir Shavaha. They are eager to see what results or what fruits will be given. What will be the fruits of the tapas of Vishwamitra? What padavi will be given to him by Brahma? So all Suras Sarve Abhyagachan. They all have arrived there. In the previous one, Suraha na Abhyagachan, if you remember, during Trishankur's time. They said, no, we are not going to come because this is against what you are trying to, or against what is accepted by nature for so long. So Abhyagachan, they have Abhi Agachan, past tense for they have come, they have arrived. Abravit Sumaha Teja.
Abravit Sumaha Teja.
Brahma Surucharam Vachaha.
Brahma Suruchiram Vachaha.
Rushastvamasi Bhadram Te.
Rushastvamasi Bhadram Te.
Swarjitaih Karmabhih Shubhaih.
Swajitai Karmabhih Shubhai.
So finally all gods have come and Brahma Mahate Sumahatejaha Suruchiram Vachaha Abravit. Brahma very melodiously, meaning said this sweet, nice, in a sweet manner, he has addressed Vishwamitra thus. What did he say? Swarjitaihi Shubhaihi Karmabhihi. All these three are Visheshana Visheshyaha, which means they are adjectives of the karma. All of them are in Bahuvachanam Tritiya Vibhakti. So by the auspicious self-earned activities of you, you have, because of that, Bhadramte, all the best to you. Rushihi Tvamasi. He is now calling him Rushi only. Rushihi Tvamasi. Vishwamitra Tapasi Rajarshihi Ityuktam. Idanim Rishihi Ityetavat Matram Uchyate. Tena Etat Tapasa Tvat Kshatriyatvam Vichinnam Iti Dhvanitam. So in the previous appearance, when Brahma came, he addressed him as Rajarshi. Right? And Vishwamitra didn't accept that. He continued his tapas again. Trishanku interrupted, but after that he continued again. Now, Brahma addressed him as Rishi. Tena, by this address of, he did not address him, previously addressed him as Rajarshi, which means you are still in that Rajas Tattva, Rajya Tattva. So he called him Rajarshi only. But now by addressing Rishi, Bhashikaras are saying that Tena tat tapasa, by that tapas that he has now performed, tat kshatriyatvam vichinnam. At least he could get rid of the kshatriyatvam in him. That means he is slowly coming towards Brahmatvam. So kshatriyatvam is at least ridden. is implicitly mentioned as that Suruchiram Vachaha. Why did they say Suruchiram? Very tasty, sweet word or sweet sentence. Why is that adjective given? The explanation is this, that in a very subtle, implicit, nice way, Brahma has accepted and promoted Vishwamitra from Rajarshi to Rishi. That is what is being said here. So, Abravit Sumaha Tejaha Brahma Suruchiram Vachaha Rishastvamasi Bhadram Te Swarjitaihi Karmabhihi Shubhaihi Tamevam Mukta Deveshah
तमेवं मुक्त्वा देवेशः
Tridivam Punarabhyagat
त्रिदिवं पुनरभ्यगात्
Vishwamitro Mahatejah
Vishwamitro Mahateja
Bhuyastepe Mahattapah.
Bhuyastepe Mahattapaha.
So Vishwamitra is not yet satisfied. That's what it means, right? He said, okay, I will prepare again. I will again take the exam, he said. So what did he do? Tam evam uktva. Having said thus to Vishwamitra, Deveshaha, the first of the elder or the lead of the gods, which is Brahma, Tridivam, back to the gods, Swargalokam, Punaha Abhyagat, he went back. Then what did Vishwamitra do? Vishwamitra Mahatejaha, Bhuyaha, again, Mahattapaha Tepe. So he again continued further intense tapas. So what we are learning from Vishwamitra is, no matter what, how long, continue. So in fact, this is a very good motivation for us to continue Ramayanam, no matter what, no matter how long it takes. We will plan our best, but we will continue, even in spite of any interruptions. Tatah kalena mahata.
Tatah kalena mahata.
Menaka paramapsaraha.
Menaka paramapsaraha.
Pushkareshu narasreshta.
Pushkareshu narasreshta.
Snatum samupachakrame.
Snatum samupachakrame.
So again, Vishwamitra continued with his tapas. Then tatah mahata kalena. After that, after a very long period of time of his tapas, parama apsaraha menaka. Apsaras padam. Prathama vibhakti sounds like bahuvachanam. Apsaraha is ekavachanam. So paramapsaraha menaka pushkareshu, in that Pushkara region of rivers, water bodies, Narasreshta or Rama, Snatum samupachakrame. She came there to take bath there, to swim, to take bath, whatever. Pushkara, she came there, essentially. So now again we know the next big interruption and test of for Vishwamitra. Then what happens? Tam dadarsha mahateja.
Tam dadarsha mahateja.
Menakam kushikatmajaha.
Menakam kushikatmajaha.
Rupena pratimam tatra.
Rupena pratimam tatra.
Vidyutam jalade yatha.
Vidyutam jalade yatha.
So, for tapas meaning, we discussed this, right? Tapas is not just one single activity throughout. I mean, that is the intense one. But generally, when they do tapas, it is, they have a big schedule, a schedule of various activities to perform. Right from the morning, you get up, perform your sandhya, and then do yoga for this long time, and then do dhyana for this long time, then japa for this long time, then some seva, bhuta yajna. So you perform a schedule of activities which enables you to elevate your personality from the status of materialistic desires to less or no materialistic desires. Whatever activities will help that will be prescribed or prescribed by your guru, and you try to do those activities for a long time till you yourself realize the change in you, and automatically next level of connection comes to you and they take you from there to the next level. That is tapas. So normally what happens, you change from one activity to the other activity. You go to the river to take bath, you go there to bring water home. So it's not always that you are closed your eyes for 24 hours, 24/7, right? You open your eyes, you go walk, you interact sometimes. So during one such time, Tam Menakam Mahatejaha Kushikatmajaha Dadarsha. Dadarsha, we said, Darshanam Kritavan. That means he saw. Vishwamitra happened to see, to get the sight of this Menaka, who is Rupena Apratima. Pratima. Ma is the root there. Ma for Mapanam, to map. Pratima, if you see something and you make a one just like that, that is called Pratima. So Pratima, when we say a form, is essentially whatever you have conceived, whatever you have seen, you are trying to make a form of it. That is called Pratima. Prati is the upasarga there. Prati means towards, against, in a direction is Prati. So in the direction, in the way that you saw it, you reflect it to manifest in a form is Pratima. Apratima. Nobody can make another such form of that beauty, of Rupena, of the beautiful form, of the structure of her body, of the beauty, color, all from in all aspects. Rupena Apratima Menaka. Tam Rupena Pratimam Menakam Mahatejaha Dadarsha. So, and what kind of, what is the other adjective used? Jalade Vidyutam. Jaladaha, meaning what?
Megha.
Megha. Why?
Jalam dadati iti jalada.
Yeah, I know. You, Arunji, you know it. I'm just trying to test others. So, the is to say dadati. We said, right? Prada, Jaya Prada. Means one who gives. Prakrishtena Jayam dadati iti Jaya Prada. Dhanadaha. In Aditya Hridayam, Dhanadaha comes. Kubera. Dhanam dadati iti Dhanadaha. Likewise, Jalam dadati iti Jaladaha. So, Jala, who gives water? It is Megha which gives water. So, the clouds. Jalade, in the clouds, Vidyutam, Vidyut Yatha. Just as in clouds, dark clouds, a strike, a lightning strike, Vidyut, electric lightning strike. Just as electric lightning strike is on clouds appears, so also she is like a lightning strike in the physical world that we see around. Such Menakam Kushika Mahatejaha Kushikatmajaha Dadarsha. So he saw such a beautiful Menaka. Drishtva Kandarpavashagaha.
Drishtva Kandarpavashagaha.
Munistamidam Abravit.
Munistamidam Abravit.
Apsara Swagatam Testu.
Apsara Swagatam Testu.
Vasacheha Mamashrame.
Vasacheha Mamasrame.
So he interacted with his Rajasic quality again. So what did he say? Drishtva, by seeing her, by looking at her. Kandarpa Vashagaha. Again, not Arunji, but others. What do you see? Vashagaha. Kandarpa Vashagaha means what? Da is to give, we said.
Give.
Ga is for Arunji, not you, others. Ga for Pradeshi. Are after 63 sargas of Sanskritam reading, if we still don't remember, Ga for Gachati.
Oh, ga forget it.
If there is a ending Ga, Khagaha, for example.
Gachati.
Khaga is what?
Khe gachati.
But what is Khaga?
Khaga ante bird.
Bird.
Bird. But Khaga, Surya. Surya is also Khaga.
Khaga pusha gabhastiman.
Khaga, Pusha Gavastiman. So Ga, Upasarga there is Gachati. Where Khe, Kam, iti Akashaha. So Khe Gachati, iti Khagaha.
Khagaha.
One who walks or one who moves in the space is Khagaha. Yes,
Adhikarana.
of course, birds also move, but celestial bodies also move. Sun and those big planets also, they also move. So, Khaga is that. Likewise, Vashagaha.
Khe iti adhikarana asti. Shabdaka.
Kham iti Akasha.
Kham. Khe.
Kham Akasha. Tasmin Khe.
Akasha.
So, Vashagaha. Vashagaha means Vashe Gachati. Vasham. Vasham means?
Vasham means
Yes.
attract.
So in her influence, gone in the influence is Vashagaha. Gone in the influence of who? Of Kandarpa. Kandarpa is?
Manmatha.
Manmatha. So Manmatha, gone in the influence of Manmatha, is the meaning of Kandarpa Vashagaha. Kandarpa Vashagaha Vishwamitraha Munihi Tam Drishtva Idam Abravit. He said this. What did he say? Apsara. So Apsaraha is the Prathama Vibhakti. But the Sambodhana becomes Apsaraha. Just as Mata is the Prathama Vibhakti. Mata with Visarga is the Sambodhana. Mata Samasta Jagatam Madhukaita Bhare Vaksho Viharini Manohari Divyamurte Sri Swamini Sritajana Priyadana Shile Sri Venkatesh Daite Tava Suprabhatam, we say, right? Likewise, Mataha, so also Apsaraha is Sambodhana. So Apsaraha Te Swagatam Astu, Swagatam Te Astu. Hey, welcome to you. You've come, I saw. Welcome to you. You are so beautiful. Vasacha iha mama ashrame. You can live in my ashrama. You can live in my place here. Vishwamitra gave himself up to the temptation. And he said,
Inviting
okay.
trouble. Yeah. Inviting
This is
trouble.
correct. So he is offering residence to Menaka in his own ashrama.
Wow.
And then what is he saying further? Anugrunhishva. Abba. That's how romantic guys talk, right? They talk very pleasingly. So one who goes, Yaha Kandarpa Vashagaha, Saha Anyam Api Kandarpa Vashagam Karoti. One who went in the influence of Kandarpa will also fall the others into the influence of Kandarpa. So he is telling Menaka, Anugrunhishva, Anugraham Karotu. So please bless me, or may I be blessed by you staying in my ashrama. That's how we would normally say to rishis and all. Mahapurushas, when they come, we say, Mama Grihe, what is that? Mahalakshmi Stotram. Nityam Vasayame Kule. Nityam Vasayame Kule, we say, right? Amma, please stay in my home forever, always. Nityam Vasayame Kule. Then I am Anugrunhishva. you may bless me thus. But Vishwamitra is using that for Menaka. So why will Menaka not be pleased with such a, as if, Hariva, he is addressing me as if he's praying me, as if he's praying Lakshmi Devi. Wow, she'll be absolutely delighted. So, Anugranishva Bhadram te Madanena Sumohitam. Who should you bless? Or who should you not bless? Anugranishva is, what is another proper English word for it?
Please oblige me.
Oblige. Oblige is a very uncertain
yes,
word.
Please fulfill me.
No, anugraham karotu iti anugranishva. Okay, so he's saying, have mercy, or sort of please me. What kind of me? Madanena sumohitam. This fellow here is lost. Sumohitaha. I am lost. I'm lost by Madana. The influence of Madana, I'm lost, and such strayed fellow may be, blessed by you by accepting to stay in my ashrama with me. That is the request that Vishwamitra is asking Menaka for. Ityuktva sa vararoha tatra vasamatha karot. So ityuktva, by saying that, by saying that, then what happened? Sa vararoha. So what happened? Vararoha. Aroha is one who has ascended, climbed. Vararoha, one who got elevated to a great level of boon, with all pleasantries and all. So Vararoha, very hyped, not hyped, but one who is very elated by all the praises of Vishwamitra. Vararoha tatra vasam atha akarot. Then she has continued to stay there. Tasyam vasantyam varshani pancha pancha cha raghava Vishwamitrashrame Rama Sukhena Vyatichakramuhu. Arunji, let others also say. So,
okay, I will mute now.
Tasyam vasantyam. Vasanti is Shatru Pratyaya. So she started living there. Sa vasati. Vasanti sa. That is the Shatru Pratyaya now. In Saptami of it, Tasyam vasantyam. By her living there, for how long? Varshani pancha pancha cha. 5 and 5. This is a beauty of our literature. If you see anywhere, most of the literatures, nobody directly tells the actual number. Nava pancha cha varshani, says Kaikeyi. Pancha pancha cha. Shata varsha sahasrani. Likewise, pancha pancha means 5 and 5, which means 10. Pancha pancha cha varshani tasyam vasantyam raghava Vishwamitrashrame Rama sukhena vyatichakramuhu. So while she started living there for 10 years, sukhena, very happily, vyatichakramuhu. Vyatichakramuhu is lit lakara for krutavantau iti dvitiya dvivachana. Vyati atichakramuhu. They have forgotten all tapas related restrictions, rules and all of that, and atichakramuhu. So they went beyond all the normal ashrama rules, and they've enjoyed for almost 10 years, 5 and 5 years. Pancha pancha dasheti yavat varshani sukhena vyatichakramuhu. Atha kale gate tasmin.
अथ काले गते तस्मिन्
Vishwamitro Mahamunihi
विश्वामित्रो महामुनिः
Savrida iva samvrittaha
सव्रीड इव संवृत्तः
Chintashoka parayanaha.
चिन्ताशोकपरायणः.
So this itself shows a beautiful lesson of our Vedantic philosophy. However much why did rishis and all found, and they say this is all anityam, this is all maya. Any happiness, any material happiness is just a maya. Why? Because any sincere guy will himself realize it. He saw Menaka and he thought, wow, Menaka, please stay here. Stayed for 10 years, they enjoyed limitless enjoyment. Then what happened finally? He realized, Arey, what was my original purpose? Why did I get again, digressed by her? Right? So that means now that happiness is no more happiness. Chintam. So he, shoka parayana, chinta and shoka. Chinta is grief. Chinta is worry. Shoka is grief. Parayana, he went into worry and grief. Oh no, I lost 10 years again. Savrida, vrida is wound. He was wounded by realizing the mistake of forgetting his dhyaya, of forgetting his lakshya of the tapas, and got diverted into this enjoyment with Menaka. So because of that, he got wounded, means he realized the mistake. He regretted. Atha kale gate tasmin. After that nice long period of enjoyment with Menaka, one day he realized the mistake and regretted and realized, and so he was very sorrowful. He was sorrowful and went into grief stricken, saying, Arey, why did I waste my time? Buddhir mune samutpanna.
Buddhir mune samutpanna.
Samarsha Raghunandana.
Samarsha Raghunandana.
Sarvam suranam karmaitat.
Sarvam suranam karmaitat.
Tapopaharanam mahat.
Tapopaharanam mahat.
So he realized, just as we also think, right? Whenever we are in sorrow situation, we also think, why did God do like this? God doesn't have any mercy on us. Why is God bad? Anytime unwanted thing happens, and of course, unexpected thing happens also, we immediately attribute it to that unexplainable daivam, to gods. So same thing happened to Vishwamitra also. Munehe Samarsha, Amarsha. Amarsha is, from there only comes Vimarsha, Amarsha, Marsha. So Amarsha is a complaint or a charge. So he made a charge, an allegation. Mamunehe buddhihi samutpanna. Muni started thinking like this. That's what essentially it means. Buddhihi samutpanna means his idea, he got this thought, which means he started thinking. What did he say? Sarvam suranam karma etat. This action, this the reason for me getting lost into the temptation of Menaka. In fact, Menaka herself appearing here I think is big trap of all gods. Sarvam etat karma. What karma? Tapopaharanam mahat. This big deceitful trap of taking me away, of stealing me away from tapas. Tapa upaharanam. Tapaha apaharanam. Tapah apaharanam is tapopaharanam. Apaharanam, stealing me away from my tapas, seems like is a big plot, is a big trap of all gods. This is a god trap. I realize it now, he says. Ahoratrapadeshena.
Ahoratrapadesena
Gata samvatsara dasha.
Gata samvatsara dasa
Kama mohabhibhutasya.
Kama mohabhibhutasya
Vignoyam pratyupasthitah.
Vignoyam pratyupastitah.
So he is continuing to say, Are ahoratra apadashena. Aharatra, ahoratram, day and night. Ahoratra apadeshena. Apadesha. Upadesha is good order, good instruction. Apadesha is taking you away, bad instruction. So, ahoratra padeshena eka ahoratra tulyataya. That is another bhasham given here, commentary. So, ahoratra apadeshena, by saying all these dasha samvatsaraha ahoratra apadeshena gataha. That is the first reaction there, which means 10 years of days and nights, she went away, 10 years went away like one day and night. Ahoratra apadeshena. So it is, see, Tritiya Vibhakti, apadeshena, ekavachanam. So that means it went away like one day and night. 10 years pass away just like one day and night. Hare. By that what happened? Kama moha abhibhutasya. So he realized, I became, I got engrossed in that kama moha. Abhibhutaha means I became that. I became an element of it. Abhibhutaha. I became a part of the kama moha. So kama moha abhibhutasya mama iti ayam vignaha. Are, this again became another vigna. Pratyupasthitaha. This vigna, came and stood. Upasthitaha, it presented. This, by me getting indulged in this temptations of kama and moha, this interruption or this obstruction, vigna, stood up here, and it has taken away my 10 years of time like one day and night, is the realization and regret of Vishwamitra. Vinishvasan Munivaraha.
Vinishvasan Munivara.
Paschatapena dukkhitaha.
Paschatapena dukkhitaha.
Bhitam apsarasam drishtva.
Bhitam apsaram drishta.
Vepantim pranjalim sthitam.
Vepantim pranjalim sthitam.
Menakam madhurair vakyaihi.
Menakam madhurair vakyaihi.
Visrujya kushikatmajaha.
Visrujya kushikatmaja.
Uttaram parvatam Rama.
Uttaram parvatam Rama.
Vishwamitro jagamaha.
Vishwamitro jagamaha.
See, why Ramayanam is such a ever-living, yavat sthasyanti girayaha salilascha mahitale tavat Ramayana gatha trishulokeshu pracharishyati. Blessed Brahma to Valmiki, right? Because of this natural writing. So when somebody is, Array, I lost my 10 years. Why did this, interruption come to me? Why did I get tempted? Why did I yield to the temptation? Damn, this must be a plot of God's. This must be a test of God's. I failed again. Oh no. Right? That Sai, S-A-G-H, is Vinishwasan. When we regret and realize our own mistake, we sigh, S-A-G-H. So that sigh is called Nishwasaha. And by doing that is Vinishwasan Munivaraha Paschatapena Dukkhitaha. Paschatapam. In fact, that itself is a very defining word. Paschat, later, post. Post an activity, a regret or burning, boiling is paschat tapaha. Tapaha is heat generated feelings, which means either regret, sorrow, anger, all of these post activity responses or reactions are called paschat tapam. So, paschat tapena dukkhitaha. Munivaraha Vinishwasan, he sighed, and paschat tapena dukkhitaha. Very, very sorrowful because of his realization after the mistake of losing 10 years. Paschat tapena dukkhitaha. Then what happened? Madhuraihi vakyaihi Kushikatmajaha Madhuraihi Vakyaihi Visrujya Menakam Visrujya. Even though he felt very sorrowful and regretful, Vepantim Pranjalim Sthitam Bhitam Apsarasam Menakam Drishtva is the second half of the first shloka and quarter of the first line of the next shloka. Together, by seeing, even though he was regretful and all, he looked at Menaka, and now Menaka also realized, oh, Vishwamitra realized that I disturbed his 10 years of his time. So he realized the mistake. Now, when you know that you have disturbed somebody else, we feel guilty, right? We feel guilty. We also, if we know that the other person is a lot more angry, fearful person, then we are also afraid, scared. So Bhita, she is afraid. She's scared. Oh my God, what will Vishwamitra? Will he curse me now? What will happen? So Bhitam Apsarasam Drishtva and Vepantim. Vepatuscha Shariro me. Does anyone remember?
Bhagavad Gita.
So Vepatuhu is Vepatuhu is
Trembling.
Trembling.
Kampanam.
Trembling. Vepatuscha Sharire me. Body sort of with heat. See, when there is too much of heat in body, then body will start shivering. Right? When we get fever also, we start shivering. Why? Because there is so much of heat inside. So, Vepantim, once she was shivering with fear. Bhitam, Vepantim, at the same time seeking mercy. So, Pranjalim Sthitam, by standing in Pranjali Mudra, please don't curse me, please, in such pose. Pranjalim Sthitam Menakam, he realized, it is not your mistake, it is my mistake. I got tempted. So he did not lose his temper now. So Madhuraihi Vakyaihi Visrujya, he let her go by pleasing her with sweet words again. Don't worry, it's my mistake. Please go now. Leave me now. Leave me alone. or I let you go. Now, Madhuraihi Vakyaihi Visrujya Kushikatmajaha Rama Uttaram Parvatam Vishwamitro Jagamaha. He further went to northern mountains, to the other mountain towards north. Jagama. He went there. He let Menaka go away, realized his mistake, didn't lose his temper, and he said, okay, I will continue further. So he went to further northern mountains. Sakrutva naishtikim buddhim.
Sakrutva naishtikim buddhim.
Jetukamo mahayashaha.
Chetukamo mahayashaha.
Kushiki
Kaushiki.
Kaushiki Tiramasadya
Kaushiki Tiramasadhya.
Tapastepe Sudarunam.
Tapastepe Sudarunam.
So finally, Saha Naishtikim Buddhim Kritva. So he made up his mind for Naishtiki. Naishtiki means Nishtha related. Nishtha related is Naishtiki. Nirantaram Stha is the dhatu there. Stha is Tishtati, stays. So to stay Nirantaram sthasyati iti Nishtha. So very Nishtha means established in it eternally, forever, is Nishtha, without never giving up.
Firmly
Is called
established,
Nishtha.
yeah.
So making up a mind to now continue this without any more interruptions is called Naishtiki Buddhi. Naishtikim Buddhim Saha Kritva. By making up his mind that, okay, now I will not, no more interruptions, no more distractions. By making up that mind, Jetu Kamaha. Jetum Kamaha Yasya Saha Jetu Kamaha. One with a desire of succeeding, winning. Winning what? Succeeding what? Succeeding in getting that Brahmarshipvam. So Jetu Kamaha Mahayashaha. What did he do? Kaushiki Tiram Asadya. We remember, right? He started with near the Kaushiki river. One of his sisters' name is Kaushiki Tiram river. So he reached that Kaushiki Tiram Asadya by arriving around the shores of that Kaushiki river. Sudarunam tapastepe. He again continued to perform a horrible tapas again. Tasya varsha sahasram tu.
Tasya varsha sahasram tu.
Ghoram tapa upasatah.
Ghoram tapa upasatah.
Uttare parvate Rama.
Uttare parvate Rama.
Devatanam abhudbhayam.
Devatanam abhudbhayam.
So tasya varsha sahasram tu ghoram tapaha upasatah. So of him, Vishwamitra, by continuing that ghora tapas for varsha sahasram, for another 1,000 such years, that he has continued a long, horrible, intense tapas. After, by looking at that, Uttare Parvate, in that northern mountains, Uttara Parvata, Rama, Devatanam Bhayam Abhut. Gods got scared. Oh my God. He's still continuing in spite of these so many interruptions. What is his willpower? So because of that willpower, gods were sort of became conscious. What is going to happen now? Amantriyan samagamya.
Amantrayan samagamya.
Sarve sarshigana surah.
Sarve sarshigana surah.
Maharshi shabdam labhatam.
Maharshi shabdam labhatam.
Sadvayam kushikatmajaha.
Sadvayam kushikatmajaha.
So see the progress. Rishi, then Rajarshi, then Rishi, then So, right, Rishi was the last one. So now, Amantrayan, meaning invited. All the by all the Sar Rishiganaha Suraha Sarve Samagamya. All the invited gods and rishis together having arrived in this Tapasutra Parvata, Maharshi Shabdam Labatam Sadhu Ayam Kushikatmajaha. They said, let him be given Maharshi Shabdam. Shabdam Padam may be given the title of Maharshi. So from Rajarshi to Rishi to now Maharshi. Maharshi Shabdam Labhatam. May he obtain the title of Maharshi. Sadhu Ayam. This is good. Okay, after such great tapas that he has done, I think he deserves to be now called Maharshi. Let us give him Maharshi Padam. That is what all gods have recommended to their head, who is Brahma. So, Devatanam vacha shrutva.
Devatana vacha shrutva.
Sarvaloka pitamaha.
Sarvaloka pitamaha.
Abraveen madhuram vakyam.
Abraveen madhuram vakyam.
Vishwamitram tapodhanam.
Vishwamitram tapodhanam.
So, Devatanam vacha shrutva, by listening to the recommendation of all gods, Sarvaloka pitamaha, the eldest, the oldest father, oldest ancestor of all worlds, who is Brahma, Madhuram Vakyam Abravit, he has uttered this beautiful sentence to Vishwamitram Tapodhanam. So that means Brahma, along with all gods, have arrived. Now see, this is what I said, right? Gods, they come, they are there, they discuss, and then they finally, their head comes and gives the blessing. So also here, gods have already come, gods are there, where Vishwamitra is doing the tapas, they are observing him. And finally, upon their recommendation, Brahma is going to talk, is going to present this result to Vishwamitra. Which means gods do come, gods are there always. So let us be conscious that they are there and, act with respect and honor to them, especially in the programs where you do avahanam of gods. Maharshe Swagatam Vatsa.
Maharshe Swagatam Vatsa.
Tapasogrena Toshitaha.
Tapasogrena Toshitaha.
Mahatvam Rishimukhyatvam.
Mahatvam Rishimukhyatvam.
Dadami Tava Kaushika.
Dadami Tava Kaushika.
So he said this Madhuram Vakyam. What did he say? Maharshe Swagatam Vatsa. Oh Vatsa, oh beloved one, oh dear one. You are Maharshi. Maharshe, I am addressing you as Maharshi. Tapasa ugrena toshitaha, by your ugra tapas, by your intense, horrible tapas that you have performed, toshitaha, I am pleased now. By that, by addressing you as Maharshi, Mahatvam Rishitvam, grand Rishi-ness, grand Rishitvam, Mahatvam Rishi Mukhyatvam, Tava Dadami, I am giving you that privileged grand Rishi title, great Rishi title called Maharshi. So from Rajarshi to Rishi to Maharshi, he's got the third level certification also completed by Vishwamitra. Brahmanasya vacha shrutva.
Brahmanasya vacha shrutva.
Sarvalokeshwarasya ha.
Sarvalokeshwarasya ha.
Na vishanno na santushto.
न विषण्णो न सन्तुष्टो
विश्वामित्रस्तपोधनः.
विश्वामित्रस्तपोधनः.
So before last two times, what? Dick, he said, I don't deserve this. I need more. What are you? Why did you not consider me? Like that he has he had those reactionary feelings. This time, Brahmanaha vachaha shrutva. Brahmanaha is Shashti Vibhakti. Of Brahmas, by listening to the sentence, by listening to the words of Brahma, Sarvalokeshwarasya, the head of all the worlds, Brahma's speech having listened to him, na vishannaha. This time he didn't get to Vishada. Yaha Vishade asti, yaha Vishadam praptaha, saha vishannaha. Vishanna vadanaha, we say it, sorrowful, pitiful. Na vishannaha, he's not grief stricken in. Na santushtaha, nor is he pleased, nor is he happy jumping. Oh, I am Maharshi. He was expecting more than that. So he is not happy. Nor is he depressed. Na vishannaha. Neither depressed nor happy. That means he knows that I have to further work hard. That is what he has realized. Vishwamitraha tapodhanaha pranjalihi pranato bhutva.
प्राञ्जलिः प्रणतो भूत्वा
Sarvaloka pitamaham
सर्वलोकपितामहं
pratyuvacha tato vacham
प्रत्युवाच ततो वाचं
Vishwamitro Mahamunihi.
विश्वामित्रो महामुनिः.
Is it so for everyone? But what, how much wind is, poor fellow, Vayu is suffering. He's like, oh.
For us, it is raining fully.
Very roaring wind. That means disturbed. The stomach is disturbed. Okay, anyway. So Vishwamitra, Pranjalihi, again. So this time he didn't become angry. He didn't lose his temper. He's composed. He knows what he wants. He knows that he has not gotten it. That means probably my efforts are not sufficient. I may have to work hard. So with that realization, with no temper, with no loss of temper, Pranjalihi, within the Pranjali Mudra, Pranataha, with head down, with bowed head, Sarvaloka Pitamaham, Tataha, Vishwamitraha Mahamunihi, Vacham Pratyuvacha. In that very humble pose, he has replied back to Brahma. What did he say? Maharshi Shabdam Matulam.
Maharshi Shabdam Atulam.
Swarjitaih Karmabhi Shubhaihi.
Swarjitaihi Karmabhai Sutaihi.
Yadime Bhagavanaha.
Yadive Bhagavanaha.
Tatoham Vijitendriyaha.
Tatoham Vijitendriyaha.
So he has realized and he is talking out the previous mistake. Or I mean, see, when whoever is guilty, that guilt-based words come out first. So he's saying, if you said, Shubhaihi Karmabhihi Swarjitaihi Maharshi Shabdam Atulam Yadi Bhagavanaha, if you, God, Brahma, if you have said that Shubhaihi Karmabhihi Swarjitaihi Atulam Maharshi Shabdam, if it was said by you, then Tataha Aham Vijitendriyaha, that means I have conquered my senses. I have conquered my desires. Vijita Indriyaha. one who has indriyan jitavan yah saha jitendriyah vijitendriyah. So aham vijitendriyah asmi. Is that true? In a way, he is asking that. So if you say that, if you gave me Maharshi Shabda, that means I have conquered my indriyas, right? I've conquered my temptations, right? Because he realized he got tempted with Menaka. So tamuvacha tato brahma
Tamuvacha tato brahma
na tavatvam jitendriyah
tavatvam jitendriyah
yatasva munishardula
yatassa munishardula
ityuktva tridivam gatah.
ityuktva tridivam gatah.
So to him, Vishwamitra was sort of certifying, or was asking for verification or confirmation that you called me Maharshi, with that I obtained with my own efforts. It means I'm a Vijitendriya right now. So this is very, very, very important. I was thinking about this, and we discussed this also previously. Vijitendriya, unless one has conquered unless one has WON, his desires, his senses, he should not be given big things. What are they? For example, even in Mahabharata and all, if you take, Dronacharya did not give several astras to his own son Ashwathama, even though he is his beloved son. Dronacharya's weakness is his son Ashwathama. But he realizes, he knows that Ashwathama is not at all Jitendriya. Forget Jitendriya. Saha Indriya Lolaha. Very tempered, short-tempered fellow. So to a short-tempered fellow, you should never give an astra. In fact, I realized after myself burning in stocks several times, I was going through this myself. In fact, all these stocks, options, trading markets, damn thing, these should not be given to everybody. Just as license. See, for license, they test the typical road things and all, right? There the assumption is that you don't go drunken. You don't drive under influence, right? How do you test that? You can, how do you verify that? You can never verify that. You can only trust it. But if that is given by gurus, meaning those who know you very well, those who have achieved it and they know you very well, and then they know that this fellow doesn't drink, so we can let him drive. Then they license you. Likewise, oh, this fellow is not impulsive, so we can give him license to trade. Otherwise, he doesn't know how to trade, so he will lose money unnecessarily. Likewise, a short-tempered guy, if you give him ammunition, warfare and all, he's only going to misuse it. So Vijitendriya is a very, very, very important qualification. Jitendriya is a very, very important primary fundamental qualification in our Hindu culture in order to give significant boons. So tamuvacha tato Brahma, and to him Brahma responded, na tavat tvam vijitendriya, tvam na tavat vijitendriya. You haven't 100%, you have not achieved it. Tavat is that much, not that much vijitendriya. You are still lacking. Why? Because you know, I know, the world knows that you lost to Menaka recently. So you are not yet Vijitendriya. Not tavat tvam jitendriya. So he's saying yatasva, try more, try further. Yataha, yatanam karu is yatasva. Try more. Yatasva munishardula. You are a great muni, of course, but try further. You have to win over your indriyas. Yatasva munishardula. Ityuktva tridivam gataha. By saying that, he went back, Brahma went back to the worlds. That means how many times, how long Vishwamitra has been trying, and every time accordingly, based on his effort, based on his performance, they were giving him corresponding titles. So viprasthiteshu deveshu
Viprastiteshu deveshu
Vishwamitro Mahamunihi
Vishwamitro Mahamunihi
Urdhva Bahur Niralambo
Udvabahur Niralambo
Vayubhakshas Tapascharan.
Vayubhakshas Tapascharan.
So viprasthiteshu, in amidst all those Brahmadishu, among Brahma and all other gods and all the learned people around, viprasthiteshu deveshu, Brahma and all other gods among them, in the midst of them, Vishwamitra Mahamunihi Urdhva Bahuhu, hands up, Urdhvasanam, Urdhva Bahurasana, Urdhva Bahuhu Niralambaha, that means probably Vrikshasana, no more support. Not only taking support of the back support, but 2 legs support. Yes, that means standing on 1 leg. Niralambaha, Vayubhakshaha. Vayubhakshaha meaning he's only eating air. That means not eating anymore. That means he's not yielding to. Before he was Phalamula Ashanaha. We said fruits and roots. Ashanaha, he used to eat that. Now gave up even that. He said, no, I will either die or achieve that. So Vayubhakshaha Tapascharan, because the Tavat Jitendriyaha, Brahma said, hey, you are not that much a Jitendriya. That means now he has to prove himself that I am beyond senses. I don't care for the senses. So 1 sense is hunger. So he said, for that I am giving away my food, Vayubhakshaha. Gharme panchatapa bhutva.
Dharme panchatapa bhutva.
Varsha swakasha samshrayaha.
Varsha swakasha samshrayaha.
Shishire salilasthai.
Shishire salilasthai.
Ratriyahani tapodhanaha.
Ratrihani tapodhana.
Evam varsha sahasram hi.
Evam varsha sahasram hi.
Tapo ghoram upagamat.
Tapo ghoram upagamat.
So gharme. So now 1 sense is the hunger. The other sense is body sense, the temperature sense. So gharme, gharma is garma garam, we say, right? Gharma is heat. In the heat of panchatapaha, panchagni hotram, we say, right? On the 5 types of agnis and 5 levels of agni around. In the midst of that, gharme panchatapaha bhutva, being standing in the midst of those 5 agnis. In gharma is in the hot time, that means in the summer. In the summer time, further putting more heat up, not adding AC. So lesson 2 we learned for us from here. If we want to become Jitendriyas in summer, don't turn AC on, as simple as that. Rather put heaters on or let heat be there in the house or outside. Don't turn AC on unnecessarily, because gharme panchatapaha bhutva. That is how our rishis and all do tapas, to please gods and to elevate themselves from ordinary material body related senses to transcend from the signals of the senses. So in summer, let us at least don't put AC or increase that number, rather decrease that number, whatever you call it, right? If you are putting it 64, now put it 70, wait till 70 and then only turn it on or something like that. So gharme panchatapa bhutva Varsha Swakasha Samsrayaha, by Samsrayaha, by established in Varsha Varshasu Akasha Samsrayaha. In the rainy season also, he didn't run inside. Standing there in the rain. Akasha Samsrayaha. Even in the Varshasu. In the rains, Akasha Samsrayaha. In summer, Panchatapaha. Shishire Salilasthai. Shishiram is winter. In chilling winter, Salilasthai, he would go and stand in water in the river itself. Imagine how cold that water will be in winter. In winter, standing in the water. In summer, standing in the midst of 5 Agnis. In rainy season, getting drenched in rain in outside space. Ratri ahani tapodhanaha evam varshasahasram ghoram tapaha upagamat. Evam, thus, he has spent ratri ahani, days and nights of varshasahasram, of 1,000 years. He has done tapas like that. Meaning, putting yourself to extreme conditions to say that, hey, what my body might say, I'm heating up, let me turn AC on. No turning AC on. Body is saying, oh, it is so cold, I want heater. No heater, stay in cold water. Body is saying, I'm getting drenched, let me run away. No, I will stay outside only, even in that rain. Now I will prove that I've conquered my senses. Vijitendriya.
Umadevi Sadrusham Tapam. Umadevi Sadrusham Tapam.
Umadevi Sarvesham Tapaha Jitendriyatvartham Satadrushameva Tapaha. Why? Because anytime you want beyond human powers, beyond ordinary powers, we should prove ourselves that we are eligible for it. And the basic eligibility is that we don't lose to senses. One who has conquered senses, starting with as simple as no short temper, no fear of atmospheric changes, no fear of hunger, no fear of worries. Only such people are eligible for extraordinary human powers. That is our culture. Unfortunately, today everyone is eligible. Osama is eligible. Imran Khan is also eligible. Everybody is eligible. That is a worst thing. But we should change the world. That is why Krunvanto Vishwamaryam. That is our task. We should change the world. Krunvanto Vishwamaryam. Only eligible people should be given those responsibilities and those powers. Tasmin santapyamanetu.
Tasmin santapyamanetu.
Vishwamitre Mahamunau.
Vishwamitre Mahamunau.
Sambrama Sumahanasit.
Sambrama Sumahanasit.
Suranam Vasavasyacha.
Suranam Vasavasyacha.
So, Tasmin Santapyamane. Santapa, that heating up, in that heated environment that Vishwamitra has been performing this tapas in. Suranam Vasavasya Cha Sumahan Sambramaha Asit. Of all gods and Vasava. Vasava is Indra. For Indra and all gods also, Areva, they were all awestruck, very wondrous. What is happening? This fellow is now trying to prove that he is beyond these senses weaknesses. What is going to happen? What should we do now? Rambhapsarasam Chakraha.
Rambhamapsarasam Chakraha.
सह सर्वैर् मरुद्गणैः
सह सर्वैः मरुद्गणैः
उवाचात्महितं वाक्यम्
उवाचात्महितं वाक्यम्
अहितं कौशिकस्य च.
अहितं कौशिकस्य च.
So atmahitam ahitam kaushikasya ahitam atmahitam vakyam uvacha kah shakrah uvacha kaihi saha sarvaihi marudganaihi saha kam uvacha kam uvacha rambham apsarasam. So shakrah along with all marudganaha, he said, he talked or he instructed Rambham Apsarasam. What it is, Uvacha, he told this to her. What it is, and what kind of a statement was it? Atmahitam.
Atmahitam.
So, to protect himself, Indra, and Kaushikasya Ahitam, which will hurt Kaushika, his tapas, and which will hurt his tapas, and so benefit Indra to continue his post on it, or he continues hold on it. He said this vakyam to her. What was the vakyam? Suspense. Watch in the next episode. Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane
Srimad Ramayane
Valmikiye
Valmikiye
Adikavye
Adikavye
Balakande
Trishashtitamas Sargah.
Trishashtitamah Sargah.
Sargah.
Okay, let me stop here.